Yo,
What's up, guys? With you, I'm gonna react to Daniel Caesar, how Daniel Caesar ruined his career.
Daniel Caesar made a name for himself in the mid-2010s as one of R&B's most promising rising stars. Largely benefiting and taking inspiration from a post-Frank Ocean world, I would definitely say his music is generally a more straightforward and more commercially accessible take on the sounds that artists such as Frank Ocean paved the way for. Daniel was more wide-appealing in his subject matter, being the voice behind these big, sweeping, sweet R&B love songs, most notably Best Part alongside Her, released in 2017. Certainly one of the most recognizable R&B love
Yeah,
songs
I remember. I forgot the name of that song, but he did a song with her.
up the 2010s at this point. They eventually won a Grammy for the song, as well as a Soul Train Award. Daniel Caesar quickly became a critical darling with his debut album Freudian, not shying away from more traditional R&B roots. He also received praise from industry vets and prominent public figures.
No.
He just seemed like an obvious success, and I think many thought that he would undoubtedly break through in a major way, and perhaps even become a leading figure of his generation of R&B and pop. He was also ballsy given that he opted to stay independent, despite various offers and industry recognition. He had done a lot of groundwork to be in the position he was in for starting out, and retained complete ownership over his masters and publishing, which was important due to his dad being in the industry and not having favorable experiences. So Daniel is talented, business savvy, did the groundwork to build a following and interest in his music, and had leaps of industry recognition. He did everything right, and then there was him. He destroyed his own momentum after biting the hand that feeds him and offending his core fanbase, as well as the side of the industry that was largely responsible for building him up. It was a slow build though, until it wasn't. Daniel Caesar's character was first called into question once he liked tweets that seemingly supported Candace Owens and her idea that the left is exclusively to blame for the oppression of black people. Daniel's fanbase at that point was certainly not the type of fanbase to take to a figure like Candace Owens, and this led many to question Daniel's own views. Daniel's response to the outrage was a nothing burger. He then released a classic no-tap apology, acknowledging that his views and experiences of being black is likely different from a black American, given that he grew up primarily surrounded by white people and that he's Canadian. And ended the
Oh, he's from Canada. Oh, I didn't know that he's from Canada. He's a Canadian.
post-app apology off with a generic peace, love, and understanding spiel. This incident seemed to be a very small blooper in the world of Daniel Caesar. In fact, it seemingly goes under the radar, but I feel like it's the seed that will ultimately reveal itself in Daniel's major controversy. In 2019, Daniel Caesar and Dave Chappelle were guests on John Mayer's Instagram show Current Mood. Dave made a joke that he had just met Daniel Caesar, and that Daniel Caesar was very gay. Daniel immediately took offense.
Yo, nah. Dave Chappelle, man, like, called the man gay. But you know, he's a comedian, so like, I'm pretty sure those are jokes and shit.
Made his issue known right then and there on live.
You just met Daniel Caesar for the first time. You heard him sing a little bit.
Yeah, very gay. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I'm just kidding. Daniel Caesar's a musician from Toronto that I just met tonight. Black. I got jealous. I didn't know John had other black friends. Well, I'm teasing John. He has a ton of black friends. But he's amazing. And he's a musical guest tonight.
Well, yeah.
See, he was joking.
You want to set up and we'll do this. We'll do the tune. You're not feeling it?
Not yet. No, Daniel, not yet. What I said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I offend you?
Yeah.
The reception to this incident seemed to be mixed. Personally, I didn't think the joke nor
Daniel Caesar was not jacking that.
Daniel's reaction was that big of a deal. Daniel certainly amplified it even more due to his response though. This is also an incident that likely would have faded to the background, but Daniel seemed to linger on it in the moment that led to his career-altering controversy. The funny thing is, his controversy wasn't anything that came directly to him, nor was it a conversation about him or his music and art, meaning it was totally avoidable, and there was no reason for him to incite the controversy. But to understand his controversy, you have to understand who Yes Jules is. Yes Jules is a known troll, culture vulture, and provocateur, and it's not anything that she shies away from or tries to downplay. In 2017, Yes Jules sparked outrage once she tweeted if she could wear a shirt with a racial slur on it, that she clearly had no license to wear.
Niggas lie a lot. That's a basic shirt. Would y'all buy this shirt? Like, would y'all even wear this shirt? It's look like a crop top.
And obviously was aware of that, given that she asked in the first place. She released a crocodile teary-eyed apology, and given the controversy, this led to some of her racist views being dug back up. Jules also did a freestyle about black people and released a long nothing burger of an apology. It's a cycle. That's basically her entire shtick. She does the fake, I'm not sure if I should do this incredibly offensive thing that I know will be offensive, does it anyway, and then releases a rehearsed apology. It's organized outrage, rage bait essentially. This ultimately led to a big social media spectacle around Jules and her being featured in interviews, namely Joe Budden's podcast, to explain herself. And then here comes Daniel Caeser, ready to be a superhero in a situation literally no one asked him to be a part of, but also defending blatantly wrong behavior for a person that doesn't need or deserve defending. He defended Jules, and that's why black people were being mean to white people. He then mentioned the Dave Chappelle incident and equated it with outrage to Jules. Which one, Dave Chappelle clearly hit a nerve because Daniel was still talking about that middle school level joke that was just not worth caring that much about.
Damn. Y'all, look at Daniel's teeth though, bro. He has buck tooth. He has a buck teeth.
And two, trying to equate yourself being able to get over a joke to blatant racist behavior is just purely stupid. The most famous part of the live, though, was when he urged people to cancel him repeatedly, and he would fill the prophecy of his words for years to come, because people took him up on his offer quick and in a hurry.
In this chat right now, I can't tell. Yo, I gotta
make sure there is.
I love you guys. Yo, you guys are listening, and I love you guys so much, but we're like talking about something serious, so I'm like, I don't want to talk about shows or like being, like artist stuff. Why? I don't know which black people are in here, but I want you guys to talk up right now. Why do we?
I heard something.
Why are we being so mean to Jules? Why are we being so mean to white people right now? That's a serious question. Why is it that we're allowed to be disrespectful and rude to everybody else, and when anybody returns any type of energy to us, that's not equality. I don't want to be treated like I can't take a joke. I just went through the fucking Chappelle shit, and I had to, like, in the moment acknowledge that I was being fucking sensitive. You know what I'm saying? And that I need to be able to take a joke just like everybody else. That's what it is. People are allowed to say what the fuck they want.
Yeah, that's a fact. People are allowed to. It's freedom of speech. You feel me? Like,
and I'm allowed to feel how I want, but it's like, am I gonna fight them or am I gonna accept what they have to say and keep it fucking moving? Why are I only treat people that I don't respect and don't think that they can take a joke. I think that they're less than me. Those are the only people that I don't fucking say my honest opinion around. And that's disrespect. White people I see what you're saying. White people have been mean to us in the past. What are you gonna do about that? Tell me what you're gonna do about that. There's no answer other than gaining understanding and keeping it moving. That's some biblical shit. You need to shut up. I believe in what I'm saying. And I'm drunk as fuck. And people are freaking out right now. But I'm gonna say what I say because honestly,
it's all rooted.
I've said what I've said before, and y'all tried to cancel me, and I apologize like a bitch. I don't believe in that shit because I think you guys are wrong, and I think I'm right. And so I'm gonna say it. And you can cancel me. I'm making music right now. I'll put it out. You guys don't have to listen to it. Cancel me. Make me broke. You guys made me rich the last time, and I appreciate you guys for that. Don't listen to my next shit if you think I'm shit.
The problem is,
I mean, come on, bro. Like, people gonna listen to your shit regardless. You know that, Daniel Caeser.
Daniel Caesar got success and thought he was indispensable. But it's like at this point in his career, he had just gotten here, still a newbie. So when you make such a stain with your own
If they
audience,
jack it or criticize it, they're gonna listen to it, bro.
it's hard to recover from. Not only that, Daniel had previously stated that he was about understanding and communication in previous controversies, and even in the live. But his approach seemed totally dismissive and like he had already made up his mind. His second album, Case Study 101, seemed to suffer as a result of his actions, and failed to build upon the commercial momentum he had earned during his debut. What made it worse is Daniel's arrogance following the incident. He just seemed to double down on it and was not very apologetic about it, and even came up with strawman arguments to defend his position. He never gave an apology directly following the incident. He didn't seem to understand the gravity of the situation. His career seemed to be stuck in a commercial halt. Daniel Caesar's hit magnetism, as well as his star power, faded, until Justin Bieber threw him a bone in 2021 and featured Caesar on his #1 single, Peaches. Finally, in 2023, Daniel Caesar apologized for his comments and admitted he was wrong. You can do and say whatever you want, but it's like for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Daniel said that he completely understood the backlash he faced for his comments, and in time, after taking time to get over myself, and to really honestly look at myself and everything that was happening, I was wrong, he said. He also said it took him a while to actually realize that he was wrong, and when people that he knew in real life expressed that they were hurt by his words, he started to have a moment of realization, and had to get his ego in check. Let it not go unnoticed, though, that his apology conveniently came at the time that Daniel was promoting his third album, released in 2023, called Never Enough. The apology was literally in a promotional interview for this album. But to give grace, that's not to say that he wasn't genuine, but it does obviously make people wonder, especially given how long it took. I think Daniel Caesar grossly underestimated the impact, power, and importance that his black fan base had in shaping and building his career, especially black women who seem to staunchly support his R&B love songs. R&B lovers are also very loyal fans. Even if Daniel Caesar manages to get another rise in his career, this is something that will inevitably follow his career forever, especially given its impact. He did apologize, but perhaps it's just a little too late. Obviously, people can take it how they want it, continue to listen to him, or move on, or not. It's personal discretion. Daniel Caesar was not a mainstay when he made those remarks, so I think it was easier to rid of him. As crappy as it is, some people have that leeway because they have built up their name and fanbase to invincible heights. I would argue that people are still receptive to Daniel receiving another boost in his career due to the success of Peaches, but honestly I feel like that song was solely Bieber's impact, and it seemed highly unlikely that Daniel Caesar would have achieved a hit of that size at that point without the power of Justin Bieber. The Daniel Caesar controversy is one of those rare instances where I think a big career-altering controversy is essentially what it is at face value. There's not much lore, misconceptions, or redemption arc to be had in this case. It just is what it is. It was completely unnecessary and completely avoidable. He asked the world to cancel him, and they did.
Damn. That's what Daniel Caesar wanted. Daniel Caesar wanted to be canceled. It's crazy. But yeah, what is up? Like, what's Daniel Caesar up to? What is Daniel Caesar up to though? Like nowadays, bro? Cause you know I don't really like follow him or none of that thing. So if y'all follow him, let me know what is he up to nowadays, and what is your favorite Daniel Caesar music if you guys are a fan of his music. So yeah, go make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. We're checking out you are.